With 4 games left in the regular season, the Falcons' hopes of repeating as NFC South champion rest on a primetime win. 2016 NFL MVP Matt Ryan will welcome the division-leading Saints to Atlanta for a Thursday night football showdown in Week 14. The game starts at 8:25 p.m. ET and broadcast live on NFL Network NBC Live. The Falcons' quest to retain their NFC title has been a rocky one. Atlanta is off to a 75 start that features quality wins over teams like Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers and Seattle, but last also failed to find its championship gear in losses to Miami and Buffalo. The Saints, on the other hand, have risen to the top of the South behind a very un-Saints strategy, wearing down opponents with defense and a dynamic running game. Drew Brees has thrown only 4 two-count passes in his last 4 games, but New Orleans is 31 in that stretch, which includes wins over Washington and the Panthers. Time, TV channel, ending info time 8:30 p.m. ET location Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta TV NFL Network CBS streaming NBC Sports Fubo TV Amazon Prime odds New Orleans is favored by 1 point. The Falcons were their own worst enemy in last week's loss to the Vikings. The reality is the offense looked competent for most of the game. The play calling appeared to be fine most of the time. The biggest issues the Falcons ran into were, again, self-inflicted. They were hit with quite a few penalties, some did not look legitimate for what it's worth, and made some untimely drops. Likewise, a couple of key throws were off target enough to cause incomplete passes. Kurt Coleman described why Kamara is so tough to tackle earlier this week. He kind of goes limp to the side and the defender kind of shrugs off. Kamara just did exactly that to Coleman. Greg Rosenthal at Greg Rosenthal December 3, 2017 Levitre went out early against the Minnesota Vikings, and now we know why. Ben Garland is pretty solid in the run game, but gets overmatched in pass protection. He's a good backup, but is definitely a downgrade from Levitre. Austin Pastor is listed only as an offensive lineman, and has the size to play inside. It may still be too early for rookie Sean Harlow, but he at least has an outside shot at being active on game days. The Saints boast the league's number 3 rushing offense thanks to the emergence of veteran Mark Ingram and rookie Alvin Kamara. That pair has combined for 16 two-counts and more than 1,500 rushing yards this fall on the ground. Kamara has been equally devastating in the passing game. He's the club's 3rd leading receiver. Together, the duo has helped take the pressure off Brees' big arm and revamped the New Orleans offense. Saints at Falcons prediction 6 of our 8 experts think New Orleans will win in their Week 14 picks. Odds Shark's computer goes against the grain with the Falcons, however. Let's just cancel Thursday Night Football.